Hello and welcome back to the Cocked Dice. We're here for New Year, New Army 2022. This is the third year we've run this on the channel. And this year I'm going to be tackling a Chaos Space Marine force. I've really ummed and ahed about what I was going to do with this. And I was going between Khorne and Slaanesh. I've decided to go for Slaanesh because I don't really have any Slaanesh and Khorne kind of seems easy. You just put loads and loads of berserkers on the table and they do what they're supposed to do. Slaanesh seems like it's got a bit more fun with it, and I can have a bit more fun with the conversion work and the paint job. Obviously berserkers are normally red. I've got a Bloodraven army. I don't want to paint another red Space Marine army, even if it's a slightly darker red. So I thought I'd do Emperors Children, and I don't really like the purple, and I don't really like the very, very bright pink. So I'm going to try and game for something I'd say grungy, but it's my painting, so it's never going to be grungy. It's going to be quite a clean paint job, but it's likely to be something a little darker and maybe a bit of weathering and some cool effects on it. We'll try that out. I've not quite fixed my colour scheme in my head yet, but we'll see where that takes us. So we're going to have a quick look at what I'm starting with. So this box of stuff here is essentially my Chaos Force. Looking through, we've got some standard Chaos Marine sprues. We've got, this is a whole bunch of Khorne and random bits of Chaos from Age of Sigmar. We've got a Chaos Terminator Lord I was given a little while ago. We've got some Nighthaunt models there for some cool conversions for my Warp Talons. Venom Crawler I built ages ago and didn't do anything with, so we'll get him sorted out. More Chaos bits, more infantry. I've got a load of, they're all Age of Sigmar in fact. They were going to be a set of Khorne Berserkers, but I'm not going to need them for the moment. More infantry. We've got some Havocs. They are the Raptors Warp Talon kit, we've got that to do as well. That's some random extras. We've got a Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend. That's pretty cool. We've got, that's the other bit of the Havocs, I think. And we've got another Venom Crawl at the bottom, and a whole host of other bits and pieces, parts of models. There's even some Nurgle in here as well. It's a right mixed bag. So that's what we've got to work with. I've probably got some Slaanesh stuff in the garage. I might pick up some of the Age of Sigmar Slaanesh, Painbringers, Myrmidon, Painbringer, whatever they're called, Painbringery types, because they've got some cool conversion parts. But I'm going to be playing into the whole Emperors Children thing quite heavily. I've got a few quite cool conversion ideas. I've also been 3D modelling some bits and pieces, some cool backpacks with musical vents and stuff on them, because they're quite hard to come by. So that's where I'm started with. We better look at my list, I suppose. So, here's my list. We're starting with a patrol detachment. Now, as we always do with New Year, New Army, this is only a 1,000 point force. So we're going to keep it fairly small and fairly tight. I've got Chaos Lord, Jump Pack, Lightning Claws, Loathsome Grace, Rapacious Talons. He's basically a bit of a close combat monster, so he's going to be getting in really quickly and chopping stuff to pieces. So he's 115 points, not expensive. He can be a bit of a play around bit, so he's not really going to be used for his buffs much. Got a Dark Apostle. I might swap this guy out for a Librarian. The Dark Apostle plus his Dark Disciples is 90 points. I think a Chaos Sorcerer is the same. But I haven't got either of the models yet, so I'll figure that out in the next couple of weeks. We'll figure that one out later. The core of the army. So I've got 10 Chaos Space Marines, Icon of Excess. These old guys are all going to be armed for close combat. So all chainsaws, bolt pistols. The Aspiring Champion has a power axe. Now, yes, I know Slaanesh and everyone says Noise Marines. So there was a bit of a thought process behind these guys. So with the changes to some of the Chaos rules, they can now on a 6+, now this is not a natural 6+, this is just on a 6+ dice roll, they can gain an extra hit. So that's a 6+. The Icon of Excess allows the Death to the False Emperor ability to trigger on a 5+ rather than a 6+. Now with these guys charging in, with Hateful Assault and Chain Swords, that's 30 2 attacks, 31 attacks across the unit there. I didn't want to give the champion a power fist or thunderhammer or anything like that, because that obviously gives him a negative to hit. So we're aiming to trigger the Death to a False Emperor on 5+ as often as possible. And that's kind of where the sorcerer plays into this. If I can get prescience from the sorcerer, that moves it to a 4+. So every other dice these guys roll, and there's going to be 30 odd dice, will generate an extra hit. So I've got a really good chance of scoring an awful lot of additional hits from this. Next up, Noise Marines. I've got to have a unit of Noise Marines. This is just fairly simple. Champion with Sonic Blaster, 3 Noise Marines with Sonic Blasters, and one with a Blastmaster. 110 points. They're going to go and camp an objective somewhere and just strum away and cause a bit of damage. Next up, because it came in the box, and I don't think I showed it earlier, but this is the Decimation Warband, and it comes with a set of Chaos Terminators, and so I've kind of got to make some Terminators because they're cool. We're going predominantly with Lightning Claw and Stormbolter, with just 2 Combi Melters in the squad. So they're going to drop down from Deep Strike, land, and either shoot and blow stuff up and cause chaos, or there's the Slanesh stratagem that gives them the auto 6 towards a charge. So they've got a really high chance of being able to make an out of Deep Strike charge. Next, another fast attack, so some Warp Talons. This is mainly because I have a conversion idea for the Warp Talons. I've seen a couple of people do it using the Age of Sigmar Mymorn Banshees, and then the spare parts can go into being built as a Raptor kit later. They've got Lightning Claws, Marcus Slanesh, so again they're really nippy. They've got the extra the Charger stratagem and a few other strats that are quite useful for close combat. They can hang around the Lord, assuming that we don't get core changes in the new codex, or Warp Talons get core, that'd be nice. But they can get in really fast, cause a bit of damage, and either deep strike or just go on the board and zip around. Finally is my heavy support. These 2 don't greatly fit the army, but I've got the models, so I'm going to have to use them for now. I've got a Forge Fiend. It's going to be all ectoplasm cannons, so 3 ectoplasm cannons. It's really there to soak up a bit of fire and chuck out some damage that can either damage heavily armoured infantry or some lighter vehicles. Finally on the list is one of the Venom Crawlers. I've got a pair of them. I might sneak in, get the other one in later. I love the model, it's just awesome. It's kind of weird spidery thing. I'm going to have to convert the second one, of course, so maybe I'll do a bit of a video about that later. So that's the army. It's going to be broken up into a 500 point starter force and then 2 kind of expansions to it. We're going to be painting this between now and April. There'll be videos from the rest of the gang coming up over the next week, just to introduce what they're doing, and we will try and squeeze some sort of short form battle reports in, and some modelling videos and all that usual good stuff that we do in and around our usual monthly updates. That's it for now, and I'll see you soon. And thanks for joining us here at the Cocked Dice. Why not like this video and add a comment below? It really helps boost the channel. And while you're at it, if you click on the icon below, you can subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates as soon as they're live. Why not check out some of our other videos and playlists? You can click on the ones on screen right now. Take care, and we'll see you next time.